the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Buchanan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buchanan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
No.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Like the best McDonald's Chick-fil-A you'll ever
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh.
Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to throw. Buchanan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays? Plays, 3 first downs.
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
On first down, Buchanan looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
What? 90. Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw. Buchanan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Yeah.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Yeah, that's all they do.
Out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. I think defensively you're okay with that.
When he throw it out like that, that's
but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
It's something.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Malone. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's a good one. Because like every time I walk in, somebody just hopped on.
As we begin quarter number 2 here.
Like 2 or 3
and they're
times
on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Detroit! Detroit!
Gun!
Gun!
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh, he picked that.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Buchanan over the middle. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, basically. But I had a stream right now, so, and I think I got this shit to where they can hear the talk, so. You know what I'm saying? That's nobody's business. You feel me?
To throw on 2nd down. Buchanan firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Buchanan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's it.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I need some more pressure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, you'll get it, man. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. What? 90.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buchanan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Yeah.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ohio. Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round.
From the gun, Buchanan. Wide open receiver complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Flex round.
Yeah.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Operating from the gun. Buchanan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Andrew Billings continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Bro, you know you on the stream, right? I just want to make sure you know before you start talking about you. I was letting you know, motherfucker. All right.
They're in some hot water now.
Okay,
after
it
that
is.
sack. It's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. His 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll escape to his left. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful.
That's what I found him a little guilty.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. To throw on 2nd down. Buchanan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
From the gun, Buchanan. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm about this.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh.
That is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Taken in at the 11. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Buchanan. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't get him down. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a 3rd and long situation. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Flex round. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buchanan. And that is incomplete here. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown. Once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Buchanan.
Yeah, I knew he was about to hear that.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
To throw on 2nd down. Buchanan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 3rd down. Buchanan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape, And in previous games, that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They'll set up to throw. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buchanan is going to let this one go deep. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Andrew Brown there on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Leopard. Leopard. Over.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Flex round!
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go! White 90!
Looking to throw. Buchanan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Buchanan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ohio! Let's go! White 90! White 90!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Check! Patriot! Patriot!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And they'll run it here. Shedding through the defense. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Back
to throw here. Now he's flushed out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They get it to him running left. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Throwing on first down. Buchanan. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down. Buchanan. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Bengals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, Buchanan. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Looking to throw on second down. Buchanan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now the Bengals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Buchanan. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now up to 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25,
right,
2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.